Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll be looking at classes. So a class is a user-defined data type that we can use in our program and works as a blueprint for creating objects. So to create a class, we use the class keyword and let me call this my class. So my class, then curly brackets. Now comes the access specifier. You need to indicate whether your class is or the contents in your class are public, private, or protected. If it's public, it can be accessed outside the class. If it's private or protected, it cannot be accessed outside the class. So I'll make it public so that we can access it from the main function. Oh, my mistake. All this was supposed to be outside the main function. Okay, so let's continue from here. Okay, so I can create variables or functions. So I can create variables. To create a variable, if I were to create a variable called age, this would be a class attribute. That's our attribute here. And then if I was to create a function, let's say void get age, get age. And then let's just see out how old are you? Question mark. So this is a class method. Okay. So now I've created a simple class here. Now I will create an object. So to create an object, I just use my class name. So I'll say my class, and then I'll give it a name, a specific name for this object. Let's say object, and then terminate. So to call for the function get age function, I'll say object dot and then get age. Don't forget the parentheses, and I terminate. Now I can just run that. How old are you? Now I could also declare my function outside the class. So we'll come out here. So now we are outside the class. And let me just use the same. So I'll say void my class and then indicate that I'm using the get age function. Okay, so actually what we'll do is, okay, let me create a whole new function because I already have this. So first I'll declare it. So let's call this new function get name. Or yeah, get name. And then terminate. So I'll come here. Let me change this get name. In get name should display what is your name. Name. Okay. Now to call for it, I'll create a different object. Same my class. And let's say item. I can say item dot get name, then terminate. I'm getting an error here. Oh, I see the problem. It's a simple grammatical issue. I use the small c here and the capital C here. Yes. So now let me make sure I called it. Okay, let's run it. Okay, parenthesis. Now when we run, how old are you? What is your name? Okay. Now we can also, we can create multiple classes. I can create another class. I can call this class, let's just call it school. Yeah. So I've created a class called school. And within school, let's say I'll create multiple variables or class attributes. So string name, um, string location. Let's use an integer for population. And what other school related thing can we add? Should be another string and say status. By this I mean whether it's public or private. Okay, so we've created our class attributes within this class. Now I'll not be working with this class, so let me go ahead and comment it and comment this section too. Yeah, and let's just push it down. Okay, so school, and let's give it a name. Let's say Tim's. Just a random name. So Tim's dot name, and then we assign it a name. So Timothy, Timothy, or let's just say Timmy. Let's make it faster and short. And Tim's dot location is equal to, let's say the school is in Kenya. Let me use, say Tim's dot population is equal to, sorry, population actually. So let's just give it 3,000. And then the last one, Tim's dot status is equal to, let's say Tim's is a private school. Okay. Now see out. Now this won't run. It will give me an error. I'm sure you can tell why by now. Hint, it has to do with the access specifier. So I didn't specifically say public, so the system takes it to be a private access specifier automatically. And you cannot call for, with private, you cannot call for them outside the class. So to remedy this, come in here and I put public. Now the code should run. The name is Timmy, location is Kenya, population 3,000, and the status is private. I could create a different object, I could give it a different name, and then assign the variables different values for different name, different location, different population, and such. So, So this has been today's video on classes. Thank you.